There it is. And you know this, man. I hate to cut off your head, Landlord.
Don't do me like that.
But we got to count it down, big dog.
Let's go.
So listen, I've been behind the scenes, and we got a special guest in the building, Star.
What's up?
I can't wait. So let's go ahead and kick it out, bro. Just real quick. We gonna go hot. You see, like you got some animosity at what Cam Newton said. Can we talk about that out the gate?
Man, listen here. Dude had on a, man, I don't even want to talk about his attire. He had on a band director hat. And I mean, looked like a train conductor. The dude got on something look like a parachute. Then he just looked real confused, man. So why would I take any kind of, advice from this dude, especially about my quarterback, when I've had more decorated, more respectable, more credible people speaking highly of him. You know what I mean? So I'm good on that Cam Newton stuff, man. He been my op from day one. I know a lot of people saying, I like Cam. That's cool. He went to Auburn, so he already been my op from day one. So I don't mind dragging him. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm a Bama fan. He beat my team, so I always dislike him. So that's how it's going to go. But, yeah, man, he need to relax, man. He was an athlete. He never was a quarterback to that degree, in my opinion. He had one good year. He is the young jock of the NFL.
Ooh.
He's the young jock of the NFL, and he need to relax. You know what I'm saying? It's going down if you talk about my quarterback. So he need to relax, man. Dak is far better than him. And, I know he got that MVP year, but he did that as an athlete, not as a quarterback.
Wait.
Not as a quarterback. He always been inaccurate. You can't speak to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was accurate day one.
Hold on. We gotta start the music on that.
He gotta sit down somewhere.
Oh my Lord. It's gonna be like that today?
Man, with all due disrespect, sir.
That's
how we come.
Is it due?
I want.
He deserved it.
Oh, let's go. Can't wait. Let's go.
I-35 with the top down, quick to tell a hater they should get like me. Seem like everybody wanna be the boss, but it costs and these lames ain't like me. Drop a couple bands on the crypto fans, no way go. I ain't gotta tell them what it is. Tell them I'm a grown man, so you'll never fool me with the cap you be selling to the kids. Shorty be the lords of the land, we wavy. Bad little mama tryna have a baby. In a coupe seat color like gravy. Children of the sun, why these so shady? Boss talk with the wolf pack, I ain't never looked
Boss
back.
talk with the wolf pack. We got the wolf
I be
pack.
chillin' with my shorty, got the crib on karate. Keep up, little baby, that's a kickback.
That's a kickback.
Can't flex on the living hate free, but he say real, but I know that can't be. Paying for the late fee, hit her from the side till I get home safely.
That boy going
Got 3
hard.
chains on me, neck strong, and a check long, and I'm up now. And I make little baby feel good in the hood around you. Shorty can't put a cup down. Glide through your hood like soap on a runway. No sleep, check a bag on a Sunday. Get it in a moment, I don't gotta say one day. Be cool, he don't really want gunplay. Slide to your side like a spoon on ice cream. Say I'm falling off, baby, that's a pipe dream. Everybody win when they ball for the right team.
Ball for the right team.
Get into the cash, stop playing with me.
All right, man, continue.
Yeah, man, I just want him to know he the young jock of the NFL. It's going down. If you ever say something about my quarterback, you need to put some respect on his name. He's far better as a quarterback than you. You was a great athlete, but it's a difference. Athletics and quarterbacking are two different things. You need both of them to be effective. And when it comes to Mr. Cam Newton, he was just an athlete. Like, he's the prototypical guy of, like, when you lose out of athleticism, which you've been depending upon your whole career, now you can't do nothing else. Now you're useless. Now you out of the NFL.
Useless.
So we don't want nothing to do with you after that. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I'm not just gonna act like he was a scrub, because he had his moments in the NFL. He did the dab and all of that, but they dabbed his ass straight out the NFL after they got done with him running over people, using them like a fullback. So after that, now you got to actually be a quarterback. And that's where you fell to the wayside. That's where you wasn't able to do what you needed to do. And you couldn't even get it done in New England. they had weapons at Carolina. You had 2 running backs. So don't sit up here and act like you was just Superman, even though you was doing all of that. You had 2 running backs over there, and them boys was running the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just done with it, man. That's why I would rather much so trust Aaron Rodgers' words about Dak Prescott compared to this dude. That's all I'm gonna say. He's bitter that he's out the NFL so early, and now he just want to hate on better players. That's just unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate.
We Star. You gotta jump in.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw what Cam said, I mean, this it was disappointing. Number one, because I'm like, you can tell the way he said that, like, you just said Dak's name off of some clout, bro. Like, straight up, he said he was talking about Brock Purdy. Then he was like, "Oh, there's Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, even Dak Prescott." Like, he clearly said it because he knew once he said Dak's name, everybody would be like, "Hell no." And so I just feel like this is so disrespectful. I just can't stand. I said Cam is an opportunist. He got a baby on. Cam got like 20 kids. He got another one on the way. He needed that check. He needed to put Dak's name out. People, I won't say anymore, but
look
people
at this dude,
always
man. I'm sorry.
Dak's name for clout, and that's exactly what Cam did. He wanted to be on Get Up and all the 3 and 4 letter networks because he knew his comment was outrageous. But anyway, you look at the stats and everything. Dak far surpasses Cam Newton. Far surpasses. As Landlord said, yeah, he was a good athlete. He had that crazy years in 2017, went 15-1. But the reality is, he's not like Boss. You and I talked about this before about how Dak is one of those quarterbacks where he was able to completely evolve his game
and adapt.
He adapted. He went from a game manager in 2016, right? Y'all want to call him that, game manager. Still extremely accurate, but you had prime Ezekiel Elliott, right? Then you move into 2017 where he didn't have Zeke, where the offensive line started to break down and Dak had to figure it out. 2018, that's when you really start seeing Dak really pick it up. When they pair him with Amari Cooper, best wide receiver quarterback duo in the league. And then Dak just continued to grow as a passer from there. So Cam Newton, we saw him in his stint in New England when he went back to Carolina. It was the exact same quarterback. It's like you still doing QB draws and runs at your age. Like, it's not good because you cannot throw.
It's not gonna work.
You cannot throw the football, dog. Like, and we remember the game in New England. You fumbled the game away. I think that was like their last game. And Cam trying to run the ball again and literally fumbled it. Like, it's just a disaster. Like, Cam Newton.
I got a different take on it. Slightly.
One more thing before you go, and I'm gonna let y'all live. Ever since Von Miller and D. Well took his soul, he ain't been the same since. It's been a whole different dude in the Super Bowl. They took his soul, they did, and he been a whole different dude ever since.
Man,
but we'll leave him alone, man.
Y'all tell me if y'all don't like Angry Landlord. I like Angry Landlord. Angry Landlord, that dude, bro. I love it.
They pissed me off talking about my boy, man. Don't do that like that.
It did to me too, Landlord. But I'm like,
Dak be over here just minding his business, don't it?
And then you go call my man the game manager as he come.
Man, Dak over here just minding his business, leading the MVP race.
Yeah.
Literally for shock value, just like Dan Orlovsky. Dan Orlovsky talking about Dak is on the same tier as Jared Goff, and if Josh Allen beat us on Sunday, he's gonna be number one in MVP race. Just crazy stuff. But anyway.
Oh man, hold on real quick. I got y'all super chats. I appreciate the $10, bro. We go come right back to that. All right, and we go talk about that him in a minute, but I'm gonna give y'all my take on it. All right, cause I listened to it. Let me cue it up real quick. Hold on real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. I think this, you know what I think this whole thing about? I think he was just overreaching for his boy Christian McCaffrey.
Cam?
Yeah, I think he was overreaching. I think he, you know, we all sometimes can do that. I really watched and try to make sure I don't do that though. I really try, to where, and I always watch ego, because I always say, when you bet on something or somebody, most people do everything to try to make themselves look right. But then when you bet against somebody, you also do the same thing. So he was betting on Christian McCaffrey, and his whole context was saying that he's the MVP. So when he start pushing up who he think his MVP is, he start overreaching to discount the other guys, because I don't even think he was trying to go viral with it, to be honest. I think he saw it went viral. Huh?
It looked like he braced himself before he said that name, bro.
That's what I said. Like,
he did brace himself.
Jack
He said,
Prescott.
hold on, let's play it. I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Get out of here.
He's trying to shock people. He's trying to do the shock.
Hold on real quick. Let me play it. Let's go.
Ted Ginn, that's his number one receiver. Like, Ted Ginn was number one. He was good. Jericho Cotchery was good. Philly Brown was good. Yeah. Greg Olsen was good. Yeah. A defense like Luke Kuechly, TD, like Peanut Tillman, Jared Allen, Starla Tulele, Josh Norman. Like, these guys were good. Like, everybody knew their role. Cortland Finnegan, people forget about him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's about the team. It's not about individuals. And what scares me the most, the 49ers, if Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, he has too much of him a part of that offense. But the flip side to that, if he's away from that, it's a different 49ers team. And I don't think that there's not a more valuable player in all of football than Christian McCaffrey. Think about it. You remove Jalen Hurts from the Eagles. I still think they're able to win games.
Yeah.
Now, even you would say Patrick Mahomes, they can still win games.
See, that's how you know he tripping, bro.
Yeah.
Cal.
Right?
You see what I'm saying? That's how you know he overreaching. He put. See, that's what's making me think. That's what's making me think right there that he was overselling Christian, because it wasn't even just Dak. That dude put Mahomes in there, bro. You tripping?
Yeah.
Just distasteful.
You see that's why I don't think it was at Dak. I think he was just overreaching. I see people do this all the time. They get in their egos. They be trying to sell a point, so they oversell a point. You know what I mean? So hold on real quick.
But in comparison, you gotta downgrade somebody to uplift somebody slightly.
That's a character flaw, though.
It is. But in comparison, just the idea of comparison, you kind of gotta make your case like that. You gotta be like, well, my guy did this, but this guy did this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You kind of gotta undersell the opponent that you're trying to go against. So
that's what I'm saying with him, bro. Like, just keeping it real. I'm saying I don't even see clout. I feel like you just overselling it. And then when it took off, because see, this happened a week ago. It just went viral 3 days ago. So So
I just don't understand, like, why even bring up, if we want to praise Christian McCaffrey, that's fine. Focus on the 49ers team then, and how your guy is making this team all-time great. Why do you need to bring in these other quarterbacks and put these other quarterbacks down to big up your guy, Christian McCaffrey, when these guys have nothing to do with Christian McCaffrey's success? That's what just throws me off. Like, and I get him trying to sell a point, but it's just like, for what and for why? That's what I have to say. Like, for what and for why Cam Newton? That's why I feel like it's he tried, maybe not trying to get clout, but you said these other names, and maybe this was a week ago, like you said, Boss. So it's not like he just said it, but it's like you said these other names, knowing the potential, your platform. Like, Cam Newton, that podcast is popping. Like, he has.
See, I don't think he being that smart, Star. I promise you. But I feel you though. I feel you. Like,
I feel he's a salesman. But
I get, know what? He gonna probably do it now though. You know what I mean? Because he got all of this publicity. So guess what? Yeah. We gonna probably start getting some shock jock out of this dude.
Controversy sells, man.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
Yeah. So we got something on here called the Him segment.
Yep.
We go jump into it in just a second, man. But I want my boy Landlord to give me his final words on this Cam Newton thing.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I feel like it was malicious, and then it's really, really disrespectful, man. When you think about it, because Dak had nothing but good things to say about Cam. I actually think Dak kind of looked up to Cam semi when he was coming up, because they asked him like who was his favorite QB, and he said Cam.
He did.
So now that you got, like they asked Dak early in his career, he was like, man, he admired Cam. You know what I'm saying? Cam was that deal at the moment. But he also said Peyton Manning and other people too. But, he probably just threw Cam that bone because he was a young black quarterback taking over the league and stuff like that. You can't help but admire something like that. But it's just disappointing to see he just jumped at the first opportunity. And then he was just so wrong, so blatantly wrong.
Yeah, it was so
like,
wrong.
I can see if you just all the way left field wrong. Like, you had
way
no right,
out of there.
no percentage, not one iota of right in your tape. That's what made me mad about it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And look, the only way you could be that wrong on purpose if you being malicious. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Only way.
Yeah.
Cam a football player. He's a quarterback. He ain't that crazy, man. He know this boy Dak out there balling out. Look at what Aaron Rodgers said. Look at what everybody else said. But when it comes to Cam Newton, Dak is a game manager.
It has the smell of hating, though. It does have a.
This
dude, boss. Like you said, you do. I like what Law said too. Law was like, man, pay attention to sometimes where the information coming from. You gotta say he's in a bitter situation, man. This dude is 32 years old and he out the league. That says a lot to me. You got to see where the perspective coming from. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different kind of perspective. He's in an envious type situation.
Yeah,
you can't tell me he don't want to be in the league. You can't tell me he wouldn't rather be a quarterback right now.
Yeah, he coming out the bathroom. He's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smell it. It does have us, because then see, this is what make you say is likely got a fragrance of hating. When you bring up Mahomes, bruh. See, now you bringing up dudes who just balled and been balled. You know what I mean? See, I ain't giving you no pass on Dak, but I sure ain't giving you no pass on Mahomes. I'm just, come on now.
That hurts your credibility, man.
Right.
Because I understand. Yeah. We content creators, bro. We understand it's a different level of stuff like this. Like, you want to be able to have some interesting topics to talk about. But the people who actually have integrity and honor in what they doing and actually care about the way they present themselves, we still make sure we, be cautious on certain things that we say, because we don't want to just push out false narratives and crazy stuff just for the sake of clicks. Your audience see that type of stuff too. Yeah. You have no integrity when you're doing stuff like that. So you won't catch me trying my best to make a hot take. No, I'm gonna tell you what I feel. That's what I do. That's what we do. People who actually have integrity. So I just don't respect that type of stuff, man. Especially when my quarterback at the bud of the joke. Like, man, go on with that, man. Dak don't deserve that, bro.
I love your energy on it, bro. I love your energy on it. We need more of it, man. But let's go.
Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really
Let's go.
Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like
I'm walking in this bitch like.
Yeah, I'm really him.
I sure am.
Yes, sir.
Talking my shit like.
Let's go.
I'm really.
Oh man, so Star, we gonna be courteous.
Okay.
Him can be whatever you want. Him can be the ops. Him can be somebody from Dallas. Who is your him as we getting ready to approach Buffalo?
My him. I think our him for this game, I only can have one him.
You can have as many hymns as you want.
Okay. I'll say
however you want to whip it up.
Like, who is that dude?
I think that dude, number one, I think this is a game where we should see a similar game plan to what we rolled out with Philly, where we got our tandem going for the first time this season. Like, we actually gave Rico and Tony actual carries.
Oh.
And you can see the way that they running how they're feeding off of each other. I mean, you're starting to really see that run game pick up. Because I remember somebody was like, I don't believe in the Dallas Cowboys as contenders until they can run between the tackles. So this was the first game where we actually, not the first game we was running between tackles, but I would say our first game where we saw like real success. So I would say this is a game where we should be able to run the ball with Tony and Rico. This should be another highlight game for them, even higher than what we did versus Philly. The Bills have a terrible run, not terrible, but it's like ranked 20. They're not very good at run defense. So I think the Hims is going to be these two guys, and I also think Jake Ferguson. I think Jake Ferguson going to be him too. The Bills like to run a lot of cover two, too high shell. No quarterback in the league throws a seam ball better than Dak Prescott. So I think it's gonna be a Jake Ferguson and our running back duo type of game.
Well. Him.
Well, I'll say I'm gonna go on the op side of the equation. And I said Josh Allen is him for me, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as Buffalo go, they only go as far as Josh Allen go. And they got some kind of dispute against what his name is? Stephon Diggs. They got a little dispute against him right now because they're not targeting him as much as he like. And they featuring Gabe Davis a little more. So now it's looking a little crazy to me. So, but I don't want to buy into that because we seen the same thing I said about DK Metcalf. This is the same kind of warning. Like Stephon can get off if they choose to. And who better to do that against than the Cowboys? Everybody come out with special effects for us. They put the little extra sauce when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't want to give them that. Yeah, they have the special effects that they add the razzle dazzle to the Cowboys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to give up and get caught slipping or get caught lacking in that aspect. I do feel like Josh Allen is a very capable, very dangerous. I called him Big Romo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I said that last night.
He's Romo with a couple of extra pounds and a little more inches on his height. He's a big Romo, very risky, dangerous, gunslinging dude. He's Romo with a cheeseburger. That's who he is. Yeah, he's Romo. He got the exact Romo mentality. That's who he is.
I called him a big ass Romo last night.
I said it yesterday, so I just had to make sure I was clear about it.
And see, because
big ass Romo.
And I'm even more pettier than you, bro. Because I see him as a big old Romo, I want Dak to go out.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interceptions like Romo.
Yeah, I want him to go out, bro, because I'm sick of the Dallas Cowboy Romo coat. And I want this to be kind of like a game that kind of, you feel me, Star?
Let's put this is Josh Allen better than Dak to bed. And that makes sense when y'all talk about Romo, because when you hear Romo comment on Josh Allen, Romo literally said Josh Allen was him. He said that we are.
He gushes out about Josh.
He
Allen.
gushes.
Love Josh Allen. Love Josh Allen.
Oh man,
he's like, yeah, we're risk takers. We were risk, like it's like just like y'all said. Romo sees himself in Josh Allen. That's why he excused everything he do. But I'm like, yeah, Romo was like that. He was that gunslinger that he can make you a lot of plays, but he also can lose you games by throwing a lot of plays.
Did y'all see who coach?
What'd you say?
Did y'all see who coach compared him to? The first name coach threw out there was Favre, and that's where it all come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The gunslinger mentality kind of come from Favre.
Yep.
That's what coach said. Mike McCarthy came out there and said Favre. He said, I see like he puts you in the mind of a Favre. And who Romo looked up to?
Favre. Facts. Yeah.
Exactly. Like those risk taker, backyard ball type guys, man. I just feel like it's either you gonna be a GOAT with that type of mentality, or you gonna be, the opposite side, just trash at times. And I think a player like Josh Allen, he gonna do both of them. He's a roller coaster ride. Sometimes he gonna wow you with a throw. Sometimes he gonna be like, what the hell was that? That's just who Josh Allen is. So I can't wait though. We not the team to play with like that, sir. Like we got ball house over here. And one thing I did notice about him though, that plays to our advantage. He go down a whole like 20, 30 points in percentage, like in completion percentage under pressure. Like he go down drastically. Like while he clean, I think he was at like 100 plus percentage. And then when he under attack, when he under pressure, I think it went down to like 70. So like 73 or something. It went down drastically. So I'm like, you ain't played the Cowboy defense, so you will be under pressure the whole night. And that's what Dan Quinn gonna dial up. So look for seeing some of them zero blitzes and stuff like that for him too. Like he's not Jalen Hurts. He's a better quarterback to me than Jalen Hurts is. But you know, you can still use some of the same principles. I wouldn't mind having a spy. We got a hybrid player like Malik Bell. He could be a spy for Josh Allen. And then when you think about him, Josh is actually scanning the field when he scrambles. He's not just running to run. He's still scanning the field to make a big time throw, a big time play out of it. So he kind of reminds you in Dak of that aspect. So you gotta watch him. He's a dangerous dude though. He really is. He's dangerous. High risk. I'm gonna start calling them quarterbacks high risk.
B Bird say, my boy B Bird say, the most Romo-esque game was at Buffalo. Yeah, so much of this, man. I'm just being honest, man. Like,
oh, you talking about when Romo threw 6 interceptions? That what he talking about?
I don't even know
what
he
talking about. That game Romo throws 6 interceptions. That's what he talking about. And he still won, mind you, though. He still won the game.
So that's why he called it a Romo-esque game. Yeah.
That's that's Romo in a nutshell, that game right there.
Yeah, Star, who calling this game for us? I don't know. I hope Romo calling this game.
I think it's Romo. Because we play at the 3.
Oh,
Romo,
my God.
And what's the name? They always do the game of the week. Wait, but is it CBS game? I think it is.
I hope so.
Romo be
because see, this is another thing. I want your boy Romo to watch. I want you to watch Dak beat your boy. Cause see, I'm being honest, man. I be sensing a different type of excitement in Romo for Josh Allen. I don't see that in Dak.
Romo can't stand.
Man, Romo behave, man.
Talk to him, Star. I want to hear you, Star. Talk to me.
No, like Romo. This is, and I know there's Romo Colt fans or people who just think Romo just the best quarterback since sliced bread. But I'm like, listen, this is my opinion on Romo. Like, Romo had some teams. I don't like when people try to act like Romo never had teams. No, Romo had some teams.
Yes.
And just like Josh Allen, that's what I say. They have this talent, right? And they have the ability to really turn it on. But
okay, they say it's on Fox. Just for context. It's on Fox.
Romo CBS. So it won't be Romo, but it'll probably be what's his name? Greg Olsen and what's the name? But Romo is a quarterback, just like Josh Allen, where they got all this talent in the world, but they don't have the decision-making skill. Like, they sling that ball. They sling that ball.
Hey, give her a bump for that one, because that's it right there.
Hey, we got to pause and hit effect for you, Star. I'm sorry. We don't mean to cut you off mid-sentence, but you just preaching too damn much. So we got to.
That's it right there.
It's just, hey.
Y'all give Star some love, because that's a great observation. That's exactly what the
unless you can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
You better give Star some love on that one. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they don't have the decision-making skills. And see, what takes you have a good or a great to elite quarterback is, can you sling this ball all over the field, have the pinpoint accuracy in the decision-making? You see, that's somebody like Dak is in a tier of like how he's playing this year. This is why Aaron Rodgers is on him, because you're seeing this type of, not only do I have the arm, not only do I have the precision, but I have the decision-making skill. Because everybody knows Aaron Rodgers, he didn't throw picks, bro. Like, his last MVP season, which was 2021, he threw 4 picks. 4. Like, so when you talk about quarterback, and Dak been like that, like, Dak does not throw picks like that. Like, yeah, every quarterback throws picks, but when you talk about quarterbacks who read deep, they can make a split second decision, and it's always the right decision.
That's that.
That's that.
It was not Romo.
Bro, that is not Romo. Romo is a gunslinger. He constantly goes
Brett
off
Favre.
script. Yeah, he's a guy who can make you games. But like I said, there was a lot of games.
He can womp a game.
Right, that he lost. Just like Josh Allen, where they can win you games.
And they'll lose the hell out some games.
But they will lose they threw a lot of game losing picks.
Hold on, stop. But hold on, real quick, Landlord. I'm gonna pass this to both of y'all, and I want you to start with this, Landlord. My boy, Popeye Peach, 187. See that 187 scaring me about you, bro. I don't know what your deal is, bro. I do want to let you know I come in peace, dog. He said you got to keep it a buck. Romo never had a legit D.
I mean,
I say to that. Let me jump in on that, bro.
I told you, because I know you got. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh hell no!
I know the history, dog. In 2007 and 2009, that boy had a nasty D. And I'm gonna tell you something too. Just keeping it real. And I'm not getting on you, big dog. I'm just stating it's a lot of fables on Romo that's not true. It's almost like woe is Romo. No, Romo had a dog team. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak never, ever had 12 Pro Bowlers. Romo did. Romo had 12 Pro Bowlers on a 2017. Somebody said I was wrong. They said 13. My bad. That's a record. Nobody even broke that record yet. So, go ahead.
But I did want to kind of speak to what Star was saying, man. She made such a great point because it's easy. Like, I feel like one of the best things for your quarterback is self-awareness, man. If you don't have self-awareness, your talent can just steer you the wrong way at times. Like now you don't understand where you should be at. Like you always trying to prove yourself, you always trying to do and try, explore, and at the wrong times. If you were self-aware enough, you would know maybe I shouldn't try to thread the needle here. Maybe I shouldn't. Dak understands that. Like he has a good arm. Dak don't got the biggest cannon in the world, and he understands that. So it's certain throws that he's not gonna try. It's certain situations that he understands. Maybe I shouldn't make that throw. Maybe I should tuck it. But the people who have all of this hubris about their arm, I like how you said. I heard somebody say this. They was like arm. What it is? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it's you just got too much confidence in your arm, and like them things like that can get you in trouble. Like it can really get you in trouble because think about it, the attributes of the defense is what's gonna differentiate if you can make that throw or not. So maybe you can make that throw against somebody like Jordan Lewis or somebody, but then you try to make that throw against Deron Bland, and now that's a pick six. You try to make that throw against Malik Hooker, now he bats that ball down. Like I'm just using our players so you can understand the difference in their skill set. So it depends on whatever team that you playing. You see what I'm saying? The attributes of the players is what do it.
Was you trying to say this?
Arm arrogance.
Yes. Arrogance.
Yes, that's what it is.
Wow.
Arrogance. The arm arrogance that he has, it gets him in trouble. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, Mr. Ashton.
Arm arrogance. This is my first time hearing it, and I love it.
I can't remember where I heard it from, but I just heard. I think that might have been Sky. So shout out to him if he coined that. Shout out to him because I just listened to some of his stuff. Arm arrogance is exactly what he got. Yes, exactly.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Yep.
It is.
Arm arrogance, bro.
Because think about it. If you're not self-aware, you ain't going to have no structure. That's one thing about it.
Dak don't have no arm arrogance. No. Dak has never had arm arrogance.
And then what arrogance does, it kind of bleeds out into your decision making.
Yep.
Can I say one more thing? Because I'm in petty mode. Go ahead, Star. I'll remember. I'm gonna remember mine.
I was gonna say one more thing too with Romo is when you talk about arm arrogance, he just had arrogance, period. Like,
Yo.
Romo, there was an article. Shout out to my guy. I think his name is he's Zach for MVP on Twitter, but his name's Martin. But he posted an article about how there was some game that we lost. It was a big game, and they was asking Jason Garrett about it after the game, and Jason Garrett was like, "Yeah, we lost because Romo changed the play, and like he always changed play, and
that was the Green Bay game. I remember that game.
Yep, yeah. He was like, Romo changed the play. He's like, he's always changing plays. You know what that means? Like, Romo was uncoachable, and I'm not saying that. We all know Jason Garrett was not the best head coach, or we didn't have the best OC. But when you have a quarterback who says, I don't care what you say, what you do, I'm gonna do what I want at all times. And that's what Romo did. Yeah. At all times, he did whatever the hell he wanted to do. He showed up how he wanted to show up, out of shape, in shape. He did not
Romo
care.
got a good and everything.
He did not do what he wanted to do 2014. Everybody said, well, why didn't he just throw it to Beasley? Beasley was wide open because Romo said, I want to go to Dez. I'm going to Dez. I want to win this game like this one.
You see why I mess with Star?
It was a catch.
That gets you in trouble, man. That gets you in trouble at times.
But it's like,
Star speaker mind.
There was a better outlet. There was a better way to control the game.
Ooh.
But you decided, I'm Romo. I'm the best. No one knows what to do but me. And you effectively lost us the game because of your arrogance. And that's Romo's problem. That's why Romo, he don't F with Romo is the only pass quarter. I feel like he don't F with the Cowboys at all. Like, you don't see him talk to Jerry. You don't see him seeing the players before games. He don't give a damn about nothing to play. You don't even see Romo talking to Dez. And Dez was like,
they gave Romo.
Hold on, I gotta pause, Star. Hold on, I gotta pause you, Star. Let me pause. I told y'all. I told you about Star. What did I say?
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
I'm gonna hit that button one more time. Cause listen, if I could put a face on this button, listen to the words.
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
I ain't used to this level of truth and boldness coming from people. Go ahead, damn it.
Do it. Let's do it.
Like, Romo, like, he was a good quarterback, but it's like, I don't really how some Cowboys fans have respect for Romo. I don't really have respect for him. I just don't. I don't think. And people talking about embedded, talking about he mentored Dak. He did not mentor Dak. He tried to go and sabotage Dak and get his job back.
Hold on, Star. I gotta pause you again. Because now you done switched topics. We gotta talk about that. Somebody said, Star, marry me. Nope, she my wife. Stop it. Shit. Let's talk about that, because that's going around too. Go ahead, Star. I'm gonna jump on that with you.
Yeah, it's crazy because I saw somebody like, because some reason on Twitter X, they talking about Romo versus Dak the base, and somebody put out a tweet, Romo, he mentored Dak, and
no,
we just need to let it go. And I told him, like, you need to delete this. I'm like, delete this tweet immediately, because Romo did not mentor Dak. Romo did not like Dak. Romo was likely trying to, now I don't know, I wasn't in the locker room, but we know for a fact he tried to go back to Jerry and get his job back.
Facts.
And Romo likely, before the playoffs, you think Romo wasn't trying to talk to Zach Martin and Travis Frederick and Dez and all them, trying to get them to say, you know, like, who y'all gonna follow? Y'all want to get me back on the helm? Because they're still Romo fans. Boss is the one who told me this too. He said you can always tell a Romo co-fan because they say, you know, Romo should have started in
2016. That's how you know they give themselves away.
You know, Romo should have started 2016. It's like, no, he should not have. But they are just so convinced. Like, they're so convinced that Romo was the answer. But I'm like, did y'all see what Dak did? Dak did not lose that game, bro. Like, the defense, it really was Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers made a crazy throw at the end. He broke our hearts. He done it like he did.
Yeah, crazy throw.
But Dak Prescott balled out in that game. Like, it don't have nothing to do with, Dak, you know, the expertise. And maybe we wouldn't have went to the Super Bowl because no rookie has ever done it and won or whatever. But all I know is the way that Dak Prescott was playing, if we had a slightly better defense, right, I think we would at least went to the NFC Championship. I'm not saying we win the Super Bowl. I don't know. But
You
I
is
think
not.
we would've-
Listen, did Star say one lie, y'all? I just want to ask a question.
Nah.
Did she stay what?
Nah.
I want to jump on real quick, Landlord, that I got to hear from you. Then we go talk more about Buffalo if y'all want to.
Do your thing.
But yeah, I want us to get the history right, and I want us to go ahead and start really saying what it's already is. Some of y'all ain't gonna say this for a long time, but Dak is better than Romo. Okay, he's better than Romo. That's number one. He throwing better than Romo too.
Yeah.
So all this, no, Romo had a bet. No, he throwing better than Romo too. He making better decisions with the football. He got a way better track. But I want to say something real quick. It was Mark Sanchez that was happening. That's well documented. It was Mark Sanchez. Romo did help a little, but the overwhelming mentor in 2016, it was Mark Sanchez.
Yep.
Dak said it himself. Dak said nobody helped me like Mark Sanchez. So, including Romo. And I feel like, and this is the thing, Star, a lot of people really believe that people help other men take millions out your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So they really think Romo was over here like, yeah, go Dak, this is how. No, that's how not competition works. I'm being honest with you. I know people try to tell you that all of those guys are friends all the time. It's not true, bro. Like when we could have got Tim Brown to the Dallas Cowboys. You know who stopped it? Michael Irvin. So for people that really believe Romo, because this is what killed me about some people. Some people believe Romo was the brains behind Dak's arm in 2016. They say because Romo was whispering in his ear.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I disagree. But you know, I do like Romo. I am a person that do like Romo. So I can't say, you know, the points that she made some valid points. And I'm looking at it like I can't say too much on it because most of the stuff that she was saying was like personal stuff. So that would damage somebody's respect for him. You know what I'm saying? But I just liked him as a player, and like, you know, he was a very talented player. Now, that's the difference though. Talent is not gonna get you there by itself. You need more than talent. You need talent, you need dedication, you need discipline, you need structure. And these
Lose
are things
some weight
that Romo really
coming
didn't
out.
have. Look, that's discipline and that's structure. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and you need to be self-aware, man. Self-awareness is something that's very underrated as an athlete, bro. Like, if you know who you are, that's the only way you can be the best player you can be. Think about that, y'all. If you don't know who you are, how could you be the best player? How could you be the best version of yourself? You can't. So you definitely need to be aware of your skill set, embrace it, and become the best at it. You know what I mean? So I look at players like Josh Allen, like Tony Romo, players like that. They didn't have any structure. They wasn't self-aware of exactly where they fitted in this game of football. So at times they'll try to be Superman. At times they'll try to be Batman, Robin. They don't understand where they need to fit it. Dak is like, okay, I don't have superpowers. I'm Batman. I got a lot of gadgets. My gadgets is my intangibles. My gadgets is what? My self-awareness, my discipline, the way I read my defenses, the way I do my pre-snap reads, the way I understand this game of football. These are the gadgets that I have. And on top of that, my athleticism and my dedication and stuff to this game. And my smarts, my brain. These are the gadgets that he was blessed with. So he uses those to the best of his abilities. That's why I feel like he's going to be untouchable. He's going to be unstoppable because of that self-awareness. You cannot become the player that you need to be without being self-aware. That is a fact.
I want to say one more thing too on this Romo versus Dak thing. Dak is also the type of leader that you want to follow. Romo was not. Let's be clear on that. Dak is one of the guys. I talked to Dak's dad. Okay? I want y'all to hear me. I was at training camp. I talked to Dak's dad. And Dak's dad told me straight up, he said, Dak turns down invitations from the Joneses. They personally invite him to stuff and he says no. Why?
As he should.
Because he knew how the guys looked at Romo, right? That he was kind of like in an elite palace and we was down here. It was almost like only certain people had access, and Dak don't want to lead his men like that. Even though he got the bag, he's still gonna make sure he comes across like I'm one of the boys. Right. So when you look at the full picture of the sacrifices Dax make for your Dallas Cowboys, it should be way more appreciation on Dak. Because how many of y'all would turn down the invitation to go to the Ivory Tower with the king?
Boss, you gotta understand, that's the only way he get the respect he get. You're not gonna get the level of respect that Dak Prescott get with being a company man.
No,
you're not.
No,
because we always gonna look at you with the side eye.
Right.
You have to make a decision. Are you with them or are you with us?
Right.
Like, it's no in between. You really can't toe that line.
No.
So Dak, that's why I told you he's more of a football player than a quarterback. That's what I love about him.
Yeah.
And he's just so happen to be a great quarterback at the same time. That's what's so gangster about that.
That's so gangster.
Like he's one of the guys, y'all. That's why I tell you. You remember what I said at the beginning of the year, boss, before we even started running Dak like that. I said, bro, he's a quarterback that needs to run. He want to feel like one of the guys. He want to prove to you that he's a big mother. Shut your mouth, like he said in the game. He looked at the dude and said, I'm a big body. I do that. He's that type of guy, bro. He's a quarterback. He's a quarterback and a football player. That's what you love about Dak Prescott. That's how you going to get the best out of Dak Prescott, in my opinion. Like, real talk, you got to let him be Dak.
You got to let him be Dak.
That's who he is, bro. That's the person he is. That's who he always been. That's who he always been. From Mississippi State, Dak was the big aggressive dude who gonna run you over. Let him be himself. Think about it. If you take away, if you take away content creation from Boss Cowboy Sports, you won't feel like yourself no more. You'll be like, dang, I mean, I'm still boss, but because I got it took away from me last month. I didn't feel the same. I'm like, dang, they took my whole channel. Like,
you didn't feel as powerful, dog.
I said, I'm still landlord from Alabama, but you know, they kind of crippled me a little bit. So you want to feel like your same self. You know what I mean? You want to feel like yourself. And you can't do that with taking a big part of his game away from him. He won't feel like himself, bro. Let him be that. And that's what Mike McCarthy has done, which incorporates him running the ball, with him being at control at the line of scrimmage, making adjustment, making play calls. This is who Dak Prescott is, and this is who he always has been. That's why you're seeing the best version of Dak. That's why you're seeing confident Dak. That's why you're seeing Dak Prescott making diss tracks, hit them up before we play the Eagles, and then go out there and smack them boys around. This is why you see this level of Dak Prescott, because he's super confident and bought in to the system, to the OC, to Mike McCarthy, and that's why we getting the best version of him. That's why I love my quarterback and my OC and my coach right now. They are burning up the league because they let him be who he is.
Yep.
I gotta hit that him button again, bro, because you said the best version of him. I gotta do it.
Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up.
I gotta put a B-roll on it too.
Like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him.
Ooh, I'm really him.
Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really.
Somebody said Bow Top Dak was company man Dak.
Exactly.
Really? Hold on. Wait. Let me turn that down. Real quick, man.
Bean pie, my brother Dak was a hoe.
Oh, wait. I gotta say something real quick, man, that I'm really happy to see. Let me say something real quick, man. It's a little bit off topic. I'm seeing what y'all saying about Star, and I feel great. I love it. It makes me feel good because I keep seeing y'all saying y'all need to add Star to the panel. Y'all need to. I love Star. Listen, y'all. Star don't have the biggest channel yet. but she's supposed to, right?
Thanks. Yeah, I gotta go support.
Yeah. So like, when I want to do, cause y'all saw I've been trying to hit up Star. It ain't been the other way around. Star ain't been hitting me up like, hey, let's do a show. Boss, come on, I'm trying to get on your show. I've been hitting up Star. And it's the same thing with Landlord. Like, when I do content with people, it's not just about how big your channel is. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the heart and the quality of, that's why me and Landlord just fit. You know what I mean? Just
yeah.
So I just want to say that, man, and I'm glad that she bringing y'all value, and I knew she would, man, and she doing it just like I knew she would. She says what's on her mind. Now, eventually we go bump heads. Y'all get ready. That happens when you got people like Star and Landlord. Eventually we gonna be on different sides. So just enjoy it while we friends right now.
Absolutely.
Let's get into these super chats. You got some super chats over there, Landlord, because I want to get into it if you cool with that.
I got one real quick.
Hold on, let me hit the button then.
Double up. The money I cuddle up. Double up. The money I cuddle up.
Boss Land.
Super chats.
What you got, Land?
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to JR with the $4.99 for your mind. He says, damn deal, just shooting some support your way, my brother. And he says Cam was running back. He said Cam was a running back that could throw a little bit. Once them legs was gone, he was gone. His ass straight up out the league. So yeah, shout out to you, Mr. JR. We appreciate that. Love and support in the trap, man. We appreciate you, sir. Shout out to all my members and all the supporters in the trap, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the members. I'm a likely start a membership. Landlord done talk me into it, man. Landlord, like, man, get your membership going. Cause a lot of y'all been like, where your members? I say, hey, man, I want to be all elaborate and set up this old, super, backroom deal for all the members. Landlord was like, nah, bro. Some people just want to support you, man. You know what I mean? Just turn it on. It's people that's so y'all gonna see that coming from me too soon, man. I appreciate that, Landlord. So on my super chat end, my boy Lexington say they're about to catch the vapors for Dak. I can see ESPN right now saying, we always knew you was gonna make it. Yeah. Like that scene in Hollywood Shuffle, they want to be friends. That's the nature of people too, and you right, bro. People do us like that. People doubt the Star. People doubt the Landlord. Now they like, oh, I always knew. Oh, I always knew. Shit, get out of here, boy. You just waited till we had some momentum. It's all good, though.
Take a seat, sir.
No, I'll still rock with you. Landlord more principled than me. I'll rock with
it. Just depends on how raggedy you was.
It do.
You know
it does.
It depends on how raggedy
you went about it, right. It's levels to it. You right. That's balance, bro. My other super chat said, I fight Cowboy fans about Dak like I used to with Roma. Oh my God. So true. Only Dak has passed Romo. They don't love you till you're gone. Damn. Good super chat.
You don't know what you got till it's gone, sir.
And then this is the last one. He say, damn deal, boss. LL and Star. That's Landlord. Boss, I noticed you got a JR that call you in the show. And boy, he be hating on that. I'm not him. Cam never had a QBR of 62 in his career and never passed for more than 3,500 yards. Ouch.
He was not accurate, bro. It's just plain and simple. He was not an accurate quarterback. He wasn't. So he shouldn't be speaking on young Ryan Dakota like that,
Yeah.
And shout out to Miss Patrice with the $4.99 real quick. She just slide in for the win. She says, talk your Landlord. Y'all spitting boss land goals. Ham, I guess she said. Oh, hard. She put the W in that thing. We appreciate you, Miss Patrice.
I love Boss Land. I ain't gonna cap. This is one of my favorite shows. Easily.
Yes,
And then Somebody else snuck in a super chat too on my side. He said, Dak on the run. He's elevating to an all-time level, leading a historically great offense. MVP. Look up these teams with most 20-point victories in history.
Ooh, we up in there somewhere.
We probably number one.
We up in there somewhere.
Yeah, we're.
And then look,
like,
I said this last week. I said they let Philly get. I think we showed Philly some grace, y'all. I really do, because we would have went for it on a couple of them fourth downs. I predicted that we was gonna see Hat Dak. We didn't see Hat Dak last week, but they still got their tail whooped, right? I think we showed them a little grace, because Mike McCarthy, bro. It don't even be a question. When it's time to go for it on fourth down, Mike McCarthy be shooting them plays out. He don't even look at that. He going for it ASAP. So we spared them boys. I feel like we spared them boys a little bit.
I got really another super chat. He said, "Remember when Romo had Witten took pictures on vacation with the Joneses? Dak would never. Man, they better put some respect on
Dak.
Dak.
Don't fool with them folks."
Yeah, and that's people got to realize how big of a sacrifice that is. Who don't want to rub elbows with people that can have millions that just fall off their fingertips? And people got to understand that's the power of them Joneses, man. Like
that's the whole reason Dak got respect, bro. I'm telling you, that's a direct correlation between Dak respect, the way that he's viewed in the locker room as one of the guys, and the fact that he don't associate himself like that in the public with the Joneses.
Right.
It's a direct correlation between the two. I promise you. Because you know how we as bosses men, we like, man, you seem real, but you be over there with them, I can't even tell you now. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I can tell you something. You know what I'm saying? I can't be real with you because you might be over there telling on me for all I know. You
ain't said no
guy.
lies, bro.
You just gotta pick a side, and what side is better to be on for
than the guys,
the camaraderie of your team than the guys.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep. And I just think like another thing you gotta look at too, like I think Dak learned, like Romo, Witten, they was all buddy with the Joneses, but where did that get them? What did that get them? Like they couldn't get a better coach than Jason Garrett. They couldn't change the offense. They couldn't get the Joneses to stop meddling. But it's the same thing with Jason Garrett. Remember when Jason Garrett tried to ask for his job back for calling plays after all them years of being a yes man? And what did Jerry tell him? No. But you see how Mike had to strategically go around and get it, throw some subs at Jerry, but still being respectful. And now look at how Mike has control over this team. You do not get anywhere with Jerry Jones being a yes man. Like you don't get anywhere with him. And he'll smile in your face. He'll let you be a yes man all day, but he doesn't have respect. You see the way Jerry talking about Dak.
I was just about to say, yeah.
Like,
talk about it.
You on it, Scott. You on it.
After Jerry tried to sabotage him with that little Trey Lance stunt, but it's like,
hold on. I can't handle no more. She got me losing it over here. She's speaking too much. She going. Hold on, I gotta hit her with another button, bro. Wait. I know y'all get mad when I do this, but
bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
I told you
what
about
did
Star.
we say? What did we say when Jerry did that? Just gonna keep eating, Star. But what did we say? We said Dak on the pressure is the best Dak you're gonna get.
Sure
and look
is.
what we got.
This what we got.
Said,
but wait, Landlord. She
this.
was cooking, bro. Let's give it back to her.
No, I just want you to go back and pull that up. That's all I want you to do. You the best at it, boss.
Well,
you gotta go
pull
that up.
What you put me on the spot to do, bro?
We said that. Not right now. Right now. I'm talking about later on.
Okay.
I'm talking about when we said that getting Trey Lance was gonna turn Dak up. That's all we said.
Oh, we knew that too. But go ahead, Star. I had to hit an effect on you. I'm just loving it right now. I'm over here like,
Hey.
Yeah. Jerry pulled that stunt and got Trey Lance in here, didn't talk to the coach and said I didn't do nothing. And you could tell Dak was pissed off because remember they asked Dak about it and they said, "Oh, Dak, are you surprised?" Dak said, "Nope, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about anything this front office do at this point." Like, Dak was so mad. But he's just like, all right, I'm gonna show you. And that's exactly what he's doing. And now Jerry can't stop singing Dak's praises. He just can't stop talking about Dak. Yeah, they're talking about the contract. Jerry like, listen, I want Dak to win MVP. Cause see, what Jerry was, and I didn't believe it, because I think Boss also was like, we didn't really believe that Jerry didn't have belief in Dak. But I do think there was a little bit of doubt in Jerry's mind. Just a little bit. I don't think he was completely out, but I think there's a little bit of a doubt in Jerry's mind. And when he finally gave Dak full reign, give him full control, let me see what he can do. When Dak showed him he liked that, now Jerry's like, I'll pay Dak whatever he want to be paid.
Ain't that something?
Contract he want to get paid, but that's how Jerry is. He just needs to 100% believe and be like, all right, I'm making the right investment, I'm doing the right thing. And he'll pay you whatever you want. He don't care. So if that went MVP, Jerry will gladly give him record breaking. He ain't gonna let Steven. I know people get concerned about Steven sabotaging it, which I don't think Steven been wanting to pay Dak. Steven been wanting to pay Dak, but I think Dak wanted this season. Like, okay, let's see how it play out, because I think. And that's how Dak is, but he's always been that type of guy. Like, Dak's always had to fight for his position from high school on up. You know, he was told he was going to be a tight end in the NFL. Look at him now. Like, he's an MVP talk. So that's just who Dak is. That just shows the mental fortitude of Dak Prescott. And Dak just knows what he's got to do in order to be the best. He's like a Tom Brady. They live and breathe football. And now, when I saw Dak on that last Sounds of the Sideline, how he was walking up and down, I'm like, I'm seeing that is Tom Brady all day. That walking up and down, reinforcing like a mantra. They keep telling the players over and over again. And you can see that the players are just they ready to run through a wall for Dak. Like,
you want answers
from day one.
Micah can't stop talking about how good Dak is, how he just be looking at Dak and all on the sidelines. Like, when I tell you this team, this coach, the front office, they're so in on Dak, and that's going to take us far, because when your team really believes in your quarterback, they like, we got one of them ones, that makes everybody play better. Like, everybody really is playing for their brother, as they say. Like, they're playing for one another. And I think that's why people keep saying, like, if you look at it, this ain't the same Dallas Cowboys. This isn't Dallas Cowboys of old. Like, this team is a real problem.
Hold on real quick. So
I ain't gonna lie, though. It's one thing I gotta push back on. Listen, Jerry and them had doubt. They been down Dak since day one. Dak been just whooping their tail since day one. Yeah. And it's just so frustrating once you see Dak just repeatedly smacking them over the head, and they keep going straight head forward to it. That's so stupid. Like, boss, we seen Dak was finna go out here and go crazy. We said it all.
We said that Trey Lance pissed him off,
man. Yeah. Why they couldn't see it? All Jerry had to do was to actually try his best to look into the future and say, okay, take your projections of Dak Prescott right now and intensify them a little more. Say, okay, with Mike McCarthy, a veteran play caller, new offense, all predicated around Dak Prescott, maybe, just maybe, his stock will rise. If he would have thought like that, if he would have been a betting man on Dak, if he would have been betting on Dak instead of against Dak, he would have gave him a contract early this year. That would have been smart.
That would have been smart, bro. Yeah.
But now look at us now, and I don't care at all. I don't give a damn what happens after this, because it's all our fault. Dak Prescott is going to make this price go through the freaking roof, and it's going to be all our fault. It's all our fault. So I don't want to hear nobody complain about what Dak makes, what Dak is going to try to get. If it is he a team player, taking a discount, taking one for the team, I don't want to hear none of that type of talk, because we deserve exactly what we get, because Dak Prescott then beat the Joneses once again at their game that they think they so good at. So I don't want to hear none of that. They've been betting against our quarterback, man. Look at the way they even get our talent. Giving Kellen Moore the spotlight. All of that stuff was betting against our quarterback. All of it. So they've been betting against Dak from day one, man. Dak just a gambler, and he trusts his stuff. He trusts his his skill set and everything. He know what he's capable of. This man went and did it on a 1 year. You know what I'm saying? On a franchise tag. And went out there and shocked the world. Went and made the Joneses bend the knee like Game of Thrones. And he did it again. He did it again. So this is all on the Joneses. This is all on them.
I gotta jump in here, man, because both of y'all was... I love this meal. I'm so full. I'm so full from Star.
This price going
Landlord.
up so high, boss. Oh my God.
Hold on, the landlord want to jump back in. No, get back. I got something to say, bro. Real quick, I gotta say something real quick, man. I was kind of doubting that they doubted that, but I listened to Jerry Jones this week. They asked him, what's the biggest difference in this year's offense versus last year with Kellen Moore versus Mike McCarthy? Star, guess what the first words out of his mouth was?
Dak. He said Dak immediately.
He said Dak. So when sometimes when you ask people, it's what start rolling out first. So you saw Dak as the reason y'all didn't get past San Fran. It wasn't that y'all put him with Kellen Moore. It wasn't that y'all didn't have enough around them, having Noah Brown as a number 2 and just all it is. It was Dak. And this is why I definitely stand with what you're saying. They didn't believe in him. It's because when they went and got Trey Lance, like Star said, they admitted we didn't talk to scouts. We didn't talk to our coaches. They didn't let San Fran off the phone. And then that's not the worst part, Star and Landlord. The worst part is in that press conference, they already start talking about extending Trey Lance. How do you even talk about extending Trey Lance as Dak is waiting on an extension? The amount of disrespect in that press conference was epic, and to steal my famous boy words, nefarious. Landlord says nefarious. It. So I got a very good question from my boy Chris 214, and they say, Boss Cowboy Sports, so what do you do with Trey Lance? To be honest, get a refund. No, I'm just playing. I like Trey Lance, the value, but they really wasted that pick because that was a leverage pick. That wasn't a pick just to improve. We better because he on a team, but we don't give away 4th rounders for backup quarterbacks. That was a leverage play. You know what I mean? And they lost. So get your money back. You got a 4th. Put that man on the field, and we better try to get a 2nd. And they being goofy on that. Like how many times y'all have Cooper Rush out there? You should be trying to build the value of Trey Lance so you can get your money back.
And then you got that's right, boss. You got to give yourself some credit for that. Because think about this.
Let me clap for me.
Give boss some credit for that. Yeah, give yourself some credit for that. That's a great take. Great take. Yourself on the back. You know what I'm saying? The reason I say I'm with you on that is because think about this. We can give Cooper Rush security. Bruh, you are a Cowboy. We know you. We've kicked you off the team and brought you back. Like we rock with you, Cooper.
Right.
We don't have to have you on the active roster all the time. But I know you do need to have him there just in case of emergency. But I do want to see Trey Lance right there, though, man. Like, even if we put Cooper Rush on a practice squad, we still could just give him a game or so, bro. Like, give him a game or so, man. And, like, how much I still think I don't know, man. I think Trey Lance is still better than Cooper Rush.
What you mean you think?
I think he could be better than him.
Talent-wise for sure.
I'm just saying, so what's holding us back? You know what I'm saying? From at least letting the young man get an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. And now we done pushed ourselves into a corner. Shout out to Chris 214 because that's a good question. What in the world are we gonna do with this dude? Because wanna know why?
Get your money back.
His money, he coming up for an extension. You
gotta get your money back.
And then I was thinking at first, this finna be quick. I was thinking at first, he 24, right? I think he like 24 years old.
Yeah.
So if he's 24 and Dak is 30, give Dak like 4 more years, he gonna be 28 years old. And you still wouldn't know what he doing. So I don't even think he could be the future. Like this was definitely just a
leverage
I'm finna punch Dak in the stomach. This a gut punch for Dak. That's all that was.
And it could effectively, if you think about it, it could have effectively destroyed this locker room. If we didn't have a quarterback with the mental fortitude that Dak Prescott has, this could have effectively destroyed and derailed our season. The distraction, the players not being locked in, Dak's playing bad. Now you got fans and likely some players saying, well, we got Trey. Let's just see if Trey can play. You know, so that the Joneses really almost destroyed this team. But thank God that we have a quarterback.
So nefarious.
And a coach. Yeah, they fixed that move. That Jerry Poole could have effectively destroyed and derailed our season. But thank God that we got Dak Prescott and our coaching staff that was able to keep the locker room together and not allow Trey Lance to be a distraction. Because it could have been, and the media was trying. Every question galore. So what's the plan for Trey Lance? How's Trey Lance doing? Are we gonna see Trey Lance this week? Or what's about Trey Lance? Where's Trey Lance? Or what? They constantly like just. So what?
Now, Star, you ain't heard nobody say Trey Lance's name since Dak been balling. We forgot he was on the team.
We forget he on the roster. But it's like at this point, I think what we need to do is. At this point of the season, we don't really have any more games where we can, we're going to be sitting. I don't think well, maybe the last game we could probably sit the starters, but I don't think, we're probably not going to put on the fourth quarter. Well, we could. I don't know. But I think for Trey Lance, too, he did come in like mid-season. So this offense is simple, but also complicated. Like, so I don't know if Trey Lance has been able to really get up to speed like he needs to. So I think the best option to do to put Trey Lance on display is his time is going to have to come in preseason of next year. And that's going to be Trey Lance time to really put him on display. He should know the playbook and everything by then.
He going to look good too.
Yeah.
He going to look real good.
Run it up.
With how Dak had Will Greer looking. So if Trey Lance don't probably look good, and then we'll be able to auction them out. There's a lot of teams out here. New England, the Vikings. They don't know if they're going to keep Kirk Cousins. I mean, there's a couple of teams. Where was it? The Buccaneers. Are they fully sold in on Baker Mayfield? There's a lot of teams out here. There's a lot of teams out here that if we put him on display, we can get some good compensation back. And I think that's what should be the plan. I don't think you just let Trey Lance just sit on the bench and be a backup for the next 4 years.
Fuck no.
We could potentially be, if we get to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl, we need to be trying to get picks so that we can keep bringing in fresh young talent to help make this team better and better and better. And he's a very valuable
how this was. Wait a minute.
What'd you say, Landlord?
What number? Dak was 15 in college, wasn't he?
Yes.
Hold on.
You messy.
These boys tried to do some.
You messy.
Look. That boy said, I can have another you in a minute. That's what they told Dak, bro. This dude even look like a young version of Dak, bro. This dude look like a young Dak.
Yeah.
They went and tried to replace Dak, bro. Real talk. That's what they did.
And Dak shut them up, bro.
Yep.
Star, you hit it, man. This was a very dangerous game. Very dangerous game. Because see, Star, you hit that, man. Listen. How many quarterbacks play good under quarterback controversies? Why do you think they got rid of Trey Lance out of San Fran? They didn't want Purdy looking behind them.
Why you think they got rid of Foles in Philly?
Yeah.
They didn't want Carson Wentz looking over his shoulder.
Them.
Look at how
we did that.
After Jalen Hurts, what happened to Carson Wentz?
Broke him. It broke him. It broke him. It's to say how mentally tough Dak is. Dak done played through multiple QB controversies and actually played his best under QB controversies. That's why Landlord and I was saying, oh, we know what Dak getting ready to do. I'm a man of the scriptures, and they talk about in the scriptures, it says what was meant for evil, God meant for good. This was something that I felt like it was nefarious. It was disrespectful. And they did this to start the season. Oh my God. So anyway, man, let's
And this is a year that we don't even got that many draft picks, and you use the 4th round.
Right. Yeah, get your money back, bro. And it's too late. We ain't gonna even see that. Let's take some calls, y'all.
Back in it, baby, just staying in town. I'm on the edge, I ain't coming down. I get too high, I'm afraid of the ground. I'm young and I'm paid to play with these sounds. Ignoring the call, she shutting that down. Started the top and I'm taking it down off the champagne. Took a break from the brown on a rampage. I've been giving it brown.
Alright, call lines open, man. Y'all get up and in here. It's y'all time to be heard. Y'all voice matter. Y'all know what it is. We got us a powerful panel. I think this was one of the best freestyles I had this whole damn month. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe the last 6 months. I had so much fun with y'all, man. This was dope. And we got a super chat too, man. While we waiting on y'all to come in the door, we waiting on you to call in. We got the number up. It's 253-993-3539. 253-993-3539. You got Star, who speaks her mind. She is definitely with the shit. And you got Landlord from Alabama, and he in the zone today. He go cut everybody off today because he got a lot to say. I'm cool with it though because he cooking too. So I'm buying you time to get on in here. I see y'all coming in now. We got Chris 214 in the back. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming on in, big dog. We got some more people coming in. So I'm gonna give y'all about 5 more seconds and we go close it out. I'm not gonna open it back up either because I got to get a haircut. It ain't that I don't want to talk to y'all. I just be having a deadline on Thursdays and I got to meet my deadline. Y'all understand? All right, so I'm closing it up, man. Let's take some of these calls. Here we go. Y'all give me a second. All right, we gonna start with this new number. It's a 323 number. Let's get it. 323, you live.
Land, my boy, boss. What's good, my boy, boss? Landlord is too easy.
What's happening, big dog?
What's happening?
Man. Well, I just want to give y'all boys and Stargazer did a great job. Killed it.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Straight up. But just want to give y'all a shout out, man. Y'all doing a great job. To end this Tony Romo Dak talk, Tony understood what happened and he pretty much gave the torch to Dak because Dak is better. So that ends it right there. Tony Romo got to sit in them announcing booth and watch Dak do something he couldn't do. Period.
Yeah, man. And let me pause.
But outside of that,
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, go ahead. Take your time.
My boy Eric Thomas said, I didn't realize this group had animosity with Romo like that. Listen, man, this ain't that Romo. This is at the fans, the cult of Romo. And nothing that nobody said was an exaggeration. So I don't see how you spinning us into having animosity. There's no animosity.
The only thing I said personal about Romo is I be feeling like he be low key hating when we doing our games though.
Yeah,
he be low key hating though.
He be hating that reason why I don't have respect for him because I'm like, this organization is the only reason.
But yeah, outside of that, I have nothing much to say. Just giving y'all a shout out, man. Enjoy y'all day. Get your haircut, boss. I want you to make that appointment on time. And hit the like and share for the squad, man. We'll not charge you card.
Man, appreciate it, man. Good call, that big dog. Good call. Go ahead,
yeah,
no problem.
As far as Eric, like, it's not about having animosity. I don't put any player above the team. And the only reason why Romo is still relevant to this day is because of the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't like how excuse my friend, I don't like how he shits on us. I just don't. I don't like how he talks crap about our quarterback. He doesn't mess with none of the players, past or present. Like, I really don't get it. Like, I don't understand why he's like that. I don't know if maybe he just got bad blood with Jerry. But even having bad blood with Jerry don't have nothing to do with the players and that you play with. And he just ain't never got nothing positive to say. It's like he wants us to fail because we weren't able to get to the promised land with him. That's just how I see the way how he talks about us. I just don't like that.
I love what you said, Star. And then we argue with Eric right now, then we gonna take the last call. he said I'm going back to what was said earlier. Some real Romo. Hey, bro, you kind of being dramatic on us, big dog. Like you kind of like this is kind of Karen-ish. Like because you don't like what we saying don't mean we hate Romo, bro. Come on, chill out with that. He said Star said Romo didn't have good decision maker. He didn't.
He didn't, bro.
So hold on real quick. Let me get into this one. I know everybody ready to fight. Let me get into this. Let me get into this.
League in interceptions several times, I believe.
Right. So let me say this real quick on decision making. It depends on how you define decision making. If you saying decision making in terms of did he complete a football, okay, then you think Stars hate. But if you look like how we look at decision making, which is also protecting the football, Star is telling the absolute truth. Because that's what get on my nerves when they try to say Romo is smarter than Dak. And it's like, no, one of the biggest signs of you being smart is you not giving up the football at the wrong times. Romo was notorious for that. It was literally a top 5 in ESPN that you can Google of top 5 times Romo messed up going to the playoffs with an interception. Top 5, that's decisions. Now, if you don't want truth, well then, I can't tell you nothing, but that's decision making. And like Landlord just said, if you led the league in interceptions, that's decisions. That's why we said Josh Allen is a big ass Romo. See, you don't get mad when we say that about him, because that's what we talking about. Him being a gunslinger. And we gave the history on it. As a matter of fact, Landlord did an eloquent job. Said this goes back before Romo. Romo got his game style from Brent Favre. So if you interpret that as hate, then man, do your thing, big dog.
It's fun to watch. We like to watch them guys, but I don't want them to be my quarterback.
Me neither.
I sure don't. Sure don't.
Yes, what it is.
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining. Yeah. Star, you was saying something else.
No, I was just saying I wouldn't, I'm not trying to say if you see that I'm hating on Romo, that's fine. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not the huge.
Wait a minute.
Wait. I told y'all about Star. I told y'all. She said, I don't really care.
Bring a real back. He speaking his mind. That boy was the shit.
Star said, I don't give a damn.
I don't think he respects our team. He doesn't respect my quarterback. And I really do think that he wants the Dallas Cowboys to fail because he got some type of bad blood. That's it. If he was better to our team, I wouldn't speak about Romo like that. If he actually mentored Dak, I wouldn't speak about Romo like that.
He mentored Josh Allen.
That's what I'm saying. If people are talking about Dak needs to talk to Romo, I remember Dez Bryant said that Dak don't need to talk to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Talk to Romo for what? This guy hasn't time to help him at all, ever. Why would I go and talk to Romo, the guy who literally despises me and can't say a nice thing about me? He can't say a nice thing about me.
Every time we call him that guy, and he be like, yeah, he was a little high on that one.
Exactly.
He don't say nothing about the other ones.
If what you should have done is this and that and this. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you do it, homeboy?
Exactly.
I'm rocking with Star.
I'm sorry, but he's a hater.
And I love Star. Never change. Star is my style. See, she gonna make you drink that. She go like she hit that water. That's how you go hit her facts. You better take it to the head. All right, real quick. We got us a super chat real quick. He said, y'all need to interview Terrence Williams again and ask him after Dak got his MVP look. Nah, listen.
You ain't lying.
No.
But he was mostly. Oh, go ahead. My fault.
I understood why Terrence Williams said that he wanted Romo over Dak. I understood. Because, see, he was saying Romo would audible out of plays for the weapons. So he was saying, if you a receiver, who do you want to play with? A guy that's going to do what the coaches say, or a guy that's going to say, hey, bro, you remember that play we was working on in the backyard? Let's do it. So, but Witten also said he wanted Dak. You know what I mean? So even his best weapons are split on that. But from the reason why Terrence Williams said it, I understood. We got one more call,
I ain't think it was fair. I ain't think it was foul just because I feel like Terrence Williams was speaking more on young Dak. Young Dak was trying to protect the job, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Like, you can't really compare the mental makeup of young rookie Dak or young second year Dak trying to prove himself to veteran Romo, who already had a big dosage of effort in the system contract already. Like, you can't really do that. You can't really do that. Dak was on pins and needles. Dak was on pins and needles because he had to prove himself. He had to try to secure the job. He trying to get the job in the bag. So you can't be as wild as Romo is. Disrespecting people and saying no to the coaches. Like, man, they would have snatched that. I told y'all, they would have snatched that by his collar straight up out that field if he would have been going out there doing all this wild stuff. So I just felt like it was a bad comparison.
And I think it was fair because I did ask him, because I'm the one that asked him the question. I said in 2016. So I didn't say who would you say now. I said in 2016. When it was on the line, who did you want to be your quarterback, when Romo got healthy? So he spoke for that moment. You know what I mean? So, but in your context, I think you're absolutely right, bro. And very fair on that. Because, see, now we saw the sounds of the sideline. What Dak doing now? What Dak doing now? He doing what Romo was doing then. He said, Cook, lean on him, bro. And then when you break out, I'm going to drop that right off his helmet. They showed him do it too. You feel me?
Confidence.
Dak is just on a different level, bro. Like, and the players just. I'm sorry, but he has this team playing for him, and Dak has always been that guy where he has that type of caliber of quarterback play where he gets guys paid. You know what I'm saying? He makes no names, and he gets them contracts for other teams.
That's true.
Like, not every quarterback does that. Like, a lot of quarterbacks, they can't really elevate the talent around them. But Dak does that. He's been doing that. He's going to continue to do that. That's just who he is. Like Tom Brady, they take no names and they make them names. Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to take a no name. Like, nobody knows who this guy is, but you're going to know his name after he played with me.
There it is.
That's just how it is. Like, if it wasn't that way, then I would say that. But that's what I've seen. Cole Beasley, Cedric Wilson. These guys got Amari Cooper. These guys got bags. They got bags at the
Cole Beasley was good with Romo, but he turned all the way up with Dak.
He did.
His
best season was with Dak.
Yeah.
His best season was Dak. Hey, y'all, we got one more call. We got one more call. My boy Chris 214 been sitting here waiting.
I promise you want to hear this. You want to hear this. Oh, man, it's finna be quick. Listen. Do you remember what Cole Beasley, the perfect person to talk about? Cole Beasley brought up Dak in defense of Dak over Josh Allen.
Yep.
You remember he did that on Twitter. He said, my best season was with Dak. he put some respect on Dak's name. He did that over the quarterback he was currently playing for. He said, my best year was with Dak Prescott, not with no Josh Allen.
So this is how I interpret that. This is how I interpret that. If you get offended by it, hey, I'm like Star. I don't care. My best season was with Dak and not Romo. Because Josh Allen is Romo, like my boy said, with a few extra pounds. So don't get it twisted. And I want people to start saying it right, because at some point you got to say it for what it really is. Dak is the better quarterback out of them two. We now know what Dak is as a veteran, and we ain't never seen Romo playing like this. No. Never. Now Romo played great in 2014. I'm gonna give him that, but not like this. Not like this. This what Dak doing? Everybody having to shut up. Let me get my boy Chris 214 up in here. All right, Chris 214, you've been waiting, big dog. Appreciate it, man. We got you live now. Hold on real quick. Hold on, Chris 214. That was my fault. Come on, man. Come on, phone. It's my phone, Chris. It ain't you. I'm trying to take you off mute. Give me a second.
Hello.
You good? No. You good now? Go. Chris 214.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Chris, I could hear you now. I can't.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead, Chris. Call back, Chris. Hold on. I'm gonna unlock the phone. I'm gonna let my boy call back, man. My boy been waiting, bro. That's just the right thing to do, bro. I'm gonna unlock this phone and let Chris 214 call back. See, some people, man, they been so down for the calls. Hold on. Hey, man. Give me 1 second, man. My boy Chris. And then I see what's going on. All right, so listen, y'all. I see what's going on. My app is tripping. Let me leave and go back in here. Y'all forget this awkward silence. So what y'all supposed to do with this awkward silence, Star and Landlord, y'all supposed to start just making up some content real quick to buy me some time. See, we ain't the best basketball team yet. We gonna get better at that. See, this was an option route. You feel me? So you had to know how to read that defense and see what to do. So Chris 214 is back. All right, we got you back now, Chris 214. Chris.
Yo.
All right, we got you back now. Go.
Alright. I ain't gonna be long with you because I'm at work. And I know you gotta get a haircut. I only got 2 words for you. 2 hurts. And I'm out, bro.
What he said? Oh,
He said the truth hurts.
Oh, he said the truth hurts, and then
he said truth hurts. Yeah, the truth does hurt. I think even Cole Beasley, I was gonna comment before the call that Cole Beasley said he wanted to come back and play for Dak, with Dak. Like, it's just the truth, man. Like, I don't know. I think, players, if they play with Romo, it makes sense. If they had their best years with Romo, like the Dez Bryants and who was it? Terrence Williams. It makes sense for them to say, I'd rather play with Romo because they had their best years with Romo. That got these guys at the end of their career. So, and he was.
And they know Romo was risky too. Romo gonna risk the ball. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're not open, he gonna reward you for not even getting open.
Right.
He gonna just throw the ball up sometimes.
He came in with a different mentality. He was like, hey, if you want the ball, get open. That's why him and Dez had issues. Because Dez is a receiver like, listen, even when I'm covered, I'm open. Throw me the ball. And Dak is like, no, you better get open. And Dez started getting the work.
Dak like, I ain't trying to get fired.
Exactly.
Dak like, I ain't trying to get my job to it.
Exactly. Like, he just came in with a different mentality. But anyway, like, I ain't trying to take a crap on Romo, but I just wish Romo was better to this team because this team is the only reason why he's even got a sports announcer job. But anyway, hopefully, are we doing final words, boss?
Yeah, hold on. Oh shit. Yeah, we doing final words. Go for it.
Okay. I think this week. I'll just say this. I haven't forgotten what the Bills did to us in 2019 on Thanksgiving Day. It was flat out embarrassing. I saw some clips again. I was like, God, this was just it was a bad game for Dak. It was a bad game for everybody. But I remember that game. They had like the top pass defense. And we had Kellen Moore, who hated running the ball. So we lost bad. Like, we got embarrassed. So I haven't forgot about that. They was making fun of Dak, doing the Dak dance on the sideline and all of that stuff. I haven't forgot none of that stuff. So hopefully we come in and we crush these boys. These boys, the Bills have to win out to even have a chance to make the playoffs. And I want to just go ahead and dead it. I wanted to just go ahead and dead it. Crush your dreams in the Josh Allen versus Dak debate. Just go ahead and end it. I think we come out firing on these boys. If we have good weather, we get up and then toward the second half, we still take some shots, but we let Tony and Rico have their time to shine. And we should come out here with if our team shows up and our defense showed up like they showed up against the Philadelphia Eagles, this also has a smell of this can very well be another blowout. And that's my final word.
Ooh, you said another blowout? Ooh, okay.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap. I do look at this game as a tougher game than Philly. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but I never looked at Philly as that team like that. I just felt like they just was on a decent little run. They was getting away with murder. They was just by the skin of their teeth every single time to me. That's just my personal opinion on Philly. So I never looked at them as this juggernaut. So I really look at Buffalo as a better football team all around. They got a better quarterback, in my opinion. They got a better secondary, in my opinion. They got a better run game, in my opinion, right now. So, like, they actually present a lot of challenges for us, man. So I feel like this might be a kind of a hardcore, tough, gritty, you know, this gonna be one of them playoff atmospheres, man. And I really feel like we can win. I'm not saying that we're gonna lose, but it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game, in my opinion. I feel like this team has a lot of weapons and they have a lot of ways to exploit us. Stephon Diggs is a problem. You know, he can present some challenges because he moves all around the field. You know, we'll have to spy him or something like that. We'll have to assign Gilmore to him. So it's a lot of different things that they can present to us, man. But I do feel like my offense is on a tear. We can keep it up, keep up this momentum. I feel like we can still score. We might have to slow this game down. I see this game kind of playing out two ways: a close victory for Dallas or a shootout victory for Dallas. I still see us winning, though. I still see us winning. So that's my final word on it.
I'll say, as I've been combing through the film, I've been watching a lot of film. I'm seeing some opportunity to attack their defense in a lot of misdirection. We was gonna get into the film today, but we just kind of got caught up freestyling. We was gonna show y'all some massive hits and what we was expecting to happen. But I'm also leaning towards a fight. Like, I feel like it's gonna be Seattle again, where I knew, even though Seattle was coming off them kind of garbage ass games, like everybody does this against us, to where against other people they look flat, but to us they look like the Super Bowl, you know.
That's true.
so it's one of them things to where I'm thinking, you know, they go play us with a lot of pride. Of course, we're not afraid of them, but it's also respecting the talent of the opponent and the good coaching, because they're a well-coached team. So, you know, this is a step, and I'm gonna say our next two games, man, them next three, but every one of these quality teams gonna give us their best shot. So we gonna know who we are after these next three games. We gonna know exactly who we are. So that's pretty much my final words, man. I also want to say, man, Star, thank you. I greatly enjoyed you as a guest to Bossland. You know, I love your content. I love your spirit about how you speak it, how you see it. That's one of the main things I like about you, because I'm honestly not too used to people doing that. I'm used to people kind of tap dancing. Like, you know, that's why people saying you spoke against Romo. Like, nah, she calling it like she see it. Romo does not speak good about Dallas. He does not talk about Dak. He did go help Josh Allen, and we ain't never heard him go back to go help Dak. So now, man, because she calling it like she see it, don't mean she hate Romo. She just calling it like she see it, and she willing to say it versus some of y'all not. So I got major respect for you, Star. I'm glad you came, man, and we definitely gonna have you back if Landlord say the same. But he already was like, absolutely. I said that just out of respect for me and my brother partnership, you know. Not trying to override my homie, you know what I'm saying? But you already know, man, you coming back and having a seat. And I'm glad that the chat showed you the respect that you do. Real talk.
Appreciate that.